Hello, and welcome. If you are watching this video, you have either purchased the Vinyl Master Cut Pro software or you're thinking about purchasing the software. It's a software program that I have been using for several years now to vectorize my images and create SVG cut files that you can easily create passive income with. So, this is one of the easiest programs that I have ever used. I found out about it when I purchased my US Cutter plotter machine a few years back, which I was using to cut vinyl with. And when I saw how easy it was to vectorize any image actually that you can find on the internet within the software, I could easily create high resolution cut files and SVGs. I knew it was a tool that I could use to create passive income with. So fast forward, now with AI capabilities like ChatGPT, it's even more easier to create passive income because now you can create your artwork in ChatGPT or other types of AI software programs and easily use the Vinyl Master Pro to turn them into high resolution PNGs and SVGs that you can easily sell. Okay, so now let's get started. So in ChatGPT, as you know, you can create stunning typography, artwork that you can now use the Vinyl Master Pro and turn them into high quality PNGs and SVGs and even DXF files that you can create and sell for passive income. This is going to be a game changer, you guys. So you want to take some notes. You want to continue to come back to this video because I'm going to show you how easy this is, right? So here I'm sharing my screen with you. I'm in my chat GPT and I have went ahead and put in a prompt here, a simple prompt. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It says to create a typography t-shirt quote that says faith over fear, right? So chat went ahead and gave me an idea. So it gave me an idea of a typography t-shirt quote, faith over fear. And here's the idea here. So basically, if I would have told it to generate the image, it would have just completely generated an image. But because it's ChatGPT, it's going to first give me, it's going to give me the idea of it. It's going to tell me how it's going to create it. So once it told me that, it says it's going to put faith in a serif font, block letters, and fear in a distressed handwritten font. And then once it does that, I'm going to tell it to then create the image, right? And once it did that, it went ahead and created this image. As you can see, it also created this image in transparent form, right? But with this image, with it being something that was generated in ChatGPT, it's great quality to print. It's actually awesome quality. However, if you want to take this a little further, take your business a little further, and offer this as a high quality file, such as an SVG, I'm going to show you how you can take it and drop it into the Vinyl Master Pro, vectorize it, and change it automatically into a 300 DPI high quality image. Okay, so once your image is created in ChatGPT, of course, you want to click on it. You want to go ahead and copy that image and open up the Vinyl Master Pro, and hopefully my screen has also shared to the Vinyl Master Pro. And if not, let me do that right now. All right. So here we're in our Vinyl Master Pro. We're going to open this software program up. And then you're going to do a paste, right? Once you do a paste, you're going to drop it right there on that canvas. And you don't have to even place it right on that canvas. Even if it's over here, it's fine. It's going to catch that image wherever you place it. If you have downloaded this image, you would need to go to File and import the file, right? You never want to hit open Open is going to search for files that were created with the Vinyl Master Pro. You're not going to use the open. When you're inserting the images into Vinyl Master Pro, you want to either hit File, Import File, or you want to copy and just directly Control V is a shortcut for your computer, or hit the paste button here, right? Once you hit the paste button, you're going to go up here and hit vectorize. All this other stuff, don't even worry about. That's this software program is was made to be used with a cutting machine, right? But we are just using the vectorized portion of this to create the images. We're not concerned about the cutting machine. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and hit vectorize, and instantly it's going to go ahead and it's going to vectorize your image. And basically, because this image was it wasn't white and black, it was kind of off white and black. It basically cut out the black, as you can see here, right? And that red X mark means it cut out that image. But if you want that image to appear, just basically right click it again to make it go away, right? And right here, it's also showing you how many how many colors, I'm sorry, are showing up in this image. So we don't want the black because we want this to be a transparent image. Now, if you wanted to vectorize this as an ivory colored image, which is showing, that's great. But for me personally, I would change this, and the way you do that is to click on that. To double click on that image, and it's going to give you your color palette. Now you can go ahead and change this image to whatever color you need, whether you want it to be red, black, green. So we're just going to keep this simple and change it to a black. The colors that were found in the image are going to be down here. So if you wanted to change that color in this image, if say for instance it had several images, like if it was red, green, yellow, then red, green, yellow would have showed up here. You could have easily clicked on that image and switched out those images based on the color palette, right? But because we only had the two colors, the black and the ivory color, we're just going to go ahead and change that ivory color into black, right? And hit OK. Once it does that, you'll see that it has changed. If your image was kind of distressed, which this was originally a distressed image that was made in ChatGPT, it's going to pick up on all those little, those little distressed effects in there. So once you do that, you want to go ahead and hit trace, and it's instantly going to retrace your image and create a vectorized image. And it's that quick, right? You're done, right? So basically you want to accept this. Now comes the magic. You want to go ahead and hit file, always hit export the file. You don't want to save as or save, you want to hit export. So you hit file, export the file, and then you're just going to find a place wherever you want to save your image, right? Phase over fear. Let me put some X marks here to make sure that I remember that this image is something I just created. And you want to name your file over fear. And down here, you have your file types. So if you want to create the PNG, which you always need to do when creating files for when you're creating them to sell them on Etsy, or whether you're creating them to sell on your own website, you want to go ahead and create the PNG and hit save, right? It's going to come to this pop-up here. You want to make sure it says transparent. The resolution is 300 DPI, and you want to hit OK. Boom, I just created my PNG file. Then you want to go ahead and hit file again, export file, and you want to go ahead and create your SVG, faith over fear. Boom, it's that easy. You're done. You just created the SVG. Then if you want to sell the DXF, which is a file that's used, I believe, by the Silhouette machine, then you want to hit, and you don't have to do this. Some people do it. Some people still use the Silhouette heavily. Some don't. This is your preference. So you want to hit File, Export, File, and then go ahead and create your DXF, Face over Fear. Hit save. It's going to ask you the units. You always want to make sure that's in inches because that's we use inches here in the US. And then hit OK. And you have now created three files, a PNG, the SVG, and the DXF file. It's just that easy, guys. Okay? Don't make this any harder. It's just that easy. You've just created three files, 300 DPI high resolution files. And I'm going to show you how clean the file is by just zooming in here, right? So you see how clean these files are. It's this program is awesome. I'm glad that you're thinking about purchasing it. You should go ahead and invest in this program if this is something that you want to do. This is going to be a game changer. It's going to open up so many avenues for you to be able to sell PNGs and SVG cut files in Etsy or your own website by creating your own custom artwork in ChatGPT, and so forth. So there you have it. That's my demonstration on how easy this is. And well, let me go ahead and do another demonstration on a file that has several different colors. So I'm just going to jump into Google really quick. I'm going to find just a text file. Let me see if I can find something with several different images, or just basically show you the extent of how this can work for you and how far you can take this. So you pretty much can find any kind of files, you know, and turn them into SVG cut files. So here I have found a file on Google, and I'm going to, again, let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. Okay. And I'm going to delete that. And let me zoom out a little bit. I'm going to hit Control V. So this is a file that I found, you know, just on the internet. But just again, showing you how easy it is. This is a distress file. It has several different colors in there. And I'm going to show you again, you can just basically hit the vectorize, and it's going to pick up on all the colors in here. Okay, so we saw that it had the light blue, it had like the orange, it had like maybe a pinkish color, and it's going to pick up on some of the colors, and it's going to basically block out the background color. So it basically, if you wanted this to be all of the colors that you see, you're going to continue to hit the colors here, because it's just going to continue to find the different colors in this image. You don't want to take this too far, because as you can see, it went ahead and found some spottiness in the image. So you want to take this down a little bit. So me personally, I would have just let it stay at two colors, the light blue and the orange. Or like I said, if you wanted to change that orange to a red, you can. If you wanted to change that light blue to a purple, you could, right? And it's just going to pick up on all the little quirks that you see in distressed items, elements that you see in this image. You want to hit trace. Once you hit trace, like I said, it's going to pick up, and it's now converting and tracing your image into a high resolution image. It left us with some distress, which I really loved about this. And then you just hit accept, right? And there you have it. Again, it's went ahead and cut your files. It cut it clean, and gave it, and still kept that distressed look. Okay. So there you have it. Again, if you're interested in purchasing the Vinyl Master Cut Pro, I'm going to put details in the comments or in this post, wherever you see this video, letting you know where you can purchase it, how much it costs. You can basically purchase it on a payment plan every month, or you can purchase it outright. Once you purchase this, you own it for life. If it ever gets any updates to it, which you're probably not going to need, but if you do, you're going to get what's called a PSN code. And with that code, you'll be able to upgrade. And of course, there'll probably be an additional cost for the upgrade, but utilizing it as you purchased it now, I don't see needing an upgrade, right? Because you're only using one part of this Final Master Pro, which is the vectorizer. Okay, so there you have it, a short demonstration on how you can start making passive income, creating PNGs, high quality PNGs and SVGs that you can sell on your own website and on your in your Etsy shop without having to be stressed out about is the image going to have a good resolution or not. Okay. So thank you for watching. And again, the link for all of the details of purchasing the Vinyl Master Pro will be in the post. Okay. Thank you for watching and have an amazing day.